Hey, it's Mr. Muffin, Mr. Muffin's Trains, Atlanta, Indiana. No, I'm not in Atlanta, Indiana today. Hello, Scott. Hello, Paul. Hello, Katie. How are you? Hello, Train Man. Where are we? We're in Mexico. Um, on our way. We'll probably leave here later tonight and start to cruise back to Tampa. And there is a tropical storm following us. It's just to the south of us. We had quite a bit of rain yesterday, but it was better today. We actually had sunshine here. Uh, Unusual for us, we got off the boat today and walked around the port and got street tacos and alcoholic beverages from under a tent somewhere. It was fun. Um, and we got back on the boat safe and sound. We are sailing with Royal Caribbean, and I really like our boat. There's another Royal Caribbean boat parked next to us here, and it is like three times the size of our boat. And I'm feeling very inadequate that I took my wife on a cruise on a small boat. The other thing I thought you'd like to see is we have a young lady that is taking care of our room, and she likes to make animals out of towels. And this, I told her I really like the bear, and my wife and she both pointed out to me that it's an elephant. So I was not correct on that. And one of the little birds she made out of a hand towel, I'm probably going to put in my suitcase and take home because it's super cute. Um, so hey everybody, so let's see. Let's go through. Oh, here's the bird. Here's the bird. You'll like this, I think. Isn't that cool? And she's got these little googly eyes on here. And I don't know if you probably haven't been to the layout, but Jeff and Sam and everybody put googly eyes all over the layout for Halloween, and they damn well better be off there by the time I get back. That's all I got to say about the googly eyes. So anyway, we're having a good time, getting a lot of planning done and getting organized for the rest of the year in 2025 together, which is a lot of fun. A little bit of news going on. Hope you guys can hear me okay. Um, the I think I don't have my thing up that tells me about sound. Oh, there it is. It looks like I'm all right. So let's see what's going on. So I've not heard anything from MTH all week. I've not been invoiced for the DCS units yet. I would have thought a lot of times I get invoices from them on late on Friday night for stuff they've shipped. So I don't know if they've shipped them to me or not. I don't know if I'll get invoiced tonight or not. Obviously, Mike Wolf's coming a week from tomorrow to our place, 10 to 3 at the layout to demonstrate the new TIU. He's got one, so he can bring it along, hook it up to one of our tracks, and that'll be great. MTH did announce, and they didn't. They announced making the Rail King water towers again. Great. But in the side notes, they announced they're making the MTH Premier streamlined passenger cars to go with the Norfolk and Western J, which we've been asking them to make, and they got permission from Atlas to use the tooling to make those. So they didn't announce those. So if you've got a Norfolk and Western J on order, you're probably going to want those passenger cars. And I got these little email blasts I've been doing from here. Very easy to do. Talk about the J's earlier in the week. As of this morning, my daughter and folks have gotten through, all the 15, 16 pallets we received and got everything inventoried and everybody invoiced and all that. So we got in, obviously, my custom run Berkshires, Lehigh Valley, Nickel Plate, Erie, and Western, Norfolk and Western in the last paint scheme that was used on that engine. And those custom runs came in. All my E6 came in. My SW custom runs came in. So I got all those. And that was like 9 or 10 of the pallets. And then we received some other products from Lionel. The rest of the A1 Berkshires came in. The milk cars came in. Trying to think of what else. But anyway, and then this week, Lionel released another huge pile, which will show up at our place next week. So the rest of the Lion Chief Doodlebugs were in there. The Lion Chief Berkshires were in there. The cataloged E6 and E5 diesels, EMD diesels, were in there. Were released this week. The H7s, a lot of people have been asking me about those. Were released this week. All the SD45s were released this week. The Freight Sounds PS1 box cars. We need some of those to finish some of the sets that we've been waiting for, like the triplex set, and a bunch of reefers were released, and the milk cars. And there weren't very many milk cars. No, you might remember the milk car's got a top comes off. It's got the tanks inside of it. There was a Nashville, Chattanooga, and St. Louis milk car in there that I know Dr. Jack's gonna want. So that's pretty cool. And then the F-19s, Lionel said when I talked to them this week that they would arrive at their place, I think, the week of Thanksgiving. I don't know if that's the Wednesday before or the Friday after. So, but that's the other big thing we're waiting on. I've got most of the Christmas stuff by now. A lot of ready to run sets, all that kind of stuff's in. So just tons and tons from Lionel. The MTH P40 Baldwin P47 Pacifics came in a week ago today, and they're almost sold out. So there's a lot of Jersey Central in there, including the Blue Comet. If you got any interest in any of those, I would get on it. I had some custom runs in there, several L&N, Erie. I've forgotten the other ones. I'll think of it. But I had some custom runs in there as well in the P47s. So that's pretty cool. Atlas, the F40s, including the two custom run Canadian ones we did, the VIA, those left Asia middle of October. So I think they'll be at Atlas by the end of November, hopefully. And I know they've got some whatever they call, drawing a blank, train man, 50 foot, 53 foot, 50-foot box cars are coming, and snow plows and the 8K tank cars. Those have all shipped. I'm anxiously awaiting the S2s are very overdue at Atlas. I'd love to see those. I do not know what's next in MTH. I think we got everything except for the TIUs they said we would get by the 15th of the month. I have not, let's look at questions real quick. I've not heard anything on the Hiawathas. And I will ask, I'm going to talk to them on Monday. We're trying to wrap up our custom run Hudsons. And so I'll talk to them on Monday, and I'll see if I can get an answer on the Hiawathas. I would like to see those before the end of the year. The E6 City of Miami set, Illinois Central set, I got my two engines that match the set, but the set itself isn't here. I don't know if I have any Ferromax engines here. You can go. I hate to ask you to do it, but you can go to my website, and in the search bar, just type in Ferromax, and everything that's either available for pre-order or is in stock will come up. You can also click on the tab for O gauge, and on the left-hand side, select road name, and anything will come up. Hello, Matt. Hello, Mark. Gilberto, Massimo, my buddy Massimo. Lee French is on. He says the screen's freezing. Sorry, I'm on a cruise ship. Best I can. Lee Seiden's on. So that's good. I heard you broke some bones of some sort. I hope you're mending, and I hate to see you being off the air. So I'm glad you're right there. They told me no on the Skull and Driver Hudson. They didn't make any Skull and Drivers in this batch. I don't know if you know, but when they anytime we're doing something with a steam engine, all the die-cast parts are made in advance, usually made in the advance of the announcement. And then the die-cast parts are moved to the factory to be assembled. And they have to kind of guess the quantities, and that gets to be tricky. So when they made the drive wheel assemblies for the Hudsons, they didn't make any skull and wheels at all. But reading the tea leaves, I think we'll see something like that, maybe in the 2025 Volume 1 catalog. Just reading, they didn't tell me that exactly, but I'm guessing. So how that's going. Um, so let's see. So Iverson's asking about, yep. So I don't, I'm changing the gears on the kits for the modules for the modular club, because there's a newer technology available for the leg holders. And I'm getting them from the Lionel Collectors Club, not from Lionel. And I've already got all the other pieces I need. I've already got the roto locks, and I've already got the cables and all that stuff. The 8-way terminal blocks. I got it all. So and I understand that those leg holders arrive while I've been gone. So next week I'll get those kits assembled, and we've got a couple people. I think you're one that just wanted the kit, and then I've got a few other people that have ordered modules, and I've got the modules finished except for the legs. I don't know anything about the MTH hoppers. I don't know anything at all about what's next, coming in the door. So I expect, next week I'll hear something. What's going on with that? So Matt says the Baldwin Pacific, it really looks good. You got yours? That's great. I don't have the MTH. I don't have one of those in my collection. I've got the original line, not original, but the Lionel one from 10 years ago. And I may have to glob onto one of those. So let's see. Lee, I know Florida Lee is interested in how Virginia Lee is doing as well. Bones shattered in feet, living in nursing center in Flushing. Pain sucks. I bet the pain does suck, buddy. So I'm sorry to hear that. But I'm glad that you can at least hit a mouse button and get online with us. So hello, Phil. Let's see who else. I don't know anything about that. Yep. We're doing great. We're doing great. We've got having a having a good time, getting some time off, getting a little extra rest. Really good. I fell asleep um, in the end of the third quarter of the football game last night, so I missed Philadelphia coming from behind. No, yep, answered that question. Let's see. What else? Just looking through. Thank you all guys for being on here. It's fun to do. Not made it. No, well, I'll ask about it again. My understanding is, um, if you want to connect the WTIU to the TMCC base, the existing cable 50-1032 will do it. And I've got those in stock. The I'm confused about the cable to connect the WTIU to the base 3, Lionel base 3, which I know they've done and they've tested, but I don't know how they did it. I don't know if they used the 50-1032 somehow, or if they've come up with a new cable. I don't know the answer to that. So I'm going to find that out this week. We got a lot of guys. My son knows what's going on with that, but I don't have him on the call. So I'll figure that out this week, and I'll get the word out so you guys can get that set up. Hey, Rail Yard. Yeah, so Phil, the SD45s were released by Lionel this week. So they're on the way to me. I'll probably get them next week. And then the U-boats have not come yet. So the U-boats and the cabooses They're sitting. They're supposed to arrive at Lionel at the very end of November. Maybe first week of December before they come in. I've not seen anything in the on the water report from Lionel that would arrive um, in December. So I'm looking forward to getting an update on that. I haven't seen that. Thank you, Guy. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So and I'm just super proud of myself that that Liz and I are gone, Mrs. Muffin and I are gone when these gazillions of pallets came in. That was really pretty smart of me. So the decapods, that should be next, Howard. They were supposed to be into MTH by the 15th of the month, which is today, right? Yeah. So I've not been invoiced for them yet, but hopefully that'll happen. Andrew says fantasy scheme missed. New York Central merged into the Santa Fe. Yeah. So would that be a New York Central war bonnet then, Andrew? Yeah. I don't think that's been tackled. That's for sure. So what else? Anything else on here? Let's see. So tonight is my last shot at a really nice French onion soup, which I'll be ordering when I get downstairs. And I've eaten a lot of steak this week. Last night I had lobster. I'm really spoiled. And I've been working away on lots of stuff for our website and things like that. Thank you, Gary. Yep. Thank you very much. Yep. We're getting a break. I even fell asleep by the pool today. Um, so pretty exciting. I did mention, I think, hope I did, all the Lionel SW switchers, SW, EMD SWs, including my custom runs. Those are all here. And then the rest of the GP9s came in. It includes Pennsylvania and Minneapolis and St. Louis, Norfolk and Western. I think Norfolk and Western might be sold out, I know Lionel's sold out. I may have one or two left. And Bangor and a roost stock and a different paint scheme. Union Pacific, of course, and Pennsylvania. I probably mentioned that. So so those are all here, and we blew through a bunch of them already. So I've asked Lionel for a few more. So Howard says just got an order. You just got an order in from UPS. Good. Yeah, looking forward to it. The Atlas ES44. Yep. Monon ES44. Yep. Yeah. Well, the ES44 that you're talking about, the Atlas ES44, it's MTH's tooling, and it's made at MTH's factory. So it'll be exactly the same as an MTH engine, except it'll be in a box that says Atlas on it. But the rest of it'll be the same. I do not know when the subway sets were coming out. I added a few more to my order maybe 3 weeks ago, so that would tell me that they aren't in production yet, or they wouldn't have let me add. So we're probably got to be 2 months away, something like that, before those get here. Let's see. What else? We're doing pretty good. Yeah, lightning stripes from the war bonnet, Andrew says. Yeah, there you go. That would be good. Let me see if I missed anything. I think that's a good idea. I did not do that. Clyde had done that before at Stockyard Express. But I will look into that because there's some more military trains coming in 2025. So thank you for mentioning that. And I'm going to just make myself a note. Run Army Caboose. Yeah, because we need to do that. I'm trying to get MTH to announce more cabooses shortly because there's a bunch more I need. But that's a really good idea. Thank you for that. I'm gonna do. We designed an addition to the website, as you'll see here in a few weeks, where you'll be able to make suggestions for custom runs and it'll load them right in. And into my database, and it'll make my job of working on the custom runs easier. And I messed up my screen here. I'm gonna try to put it back together. There we go. Let's see. So yeah, thank you, Nicholas. Yeah, the my Atlas pre-order catalog is due the 20th. So that's what, Wednesday, right? Oh yeah, I saw that note on my calendar. So yeah, if you've got anything you want, get it in there. And if you're not sure you're gonna take it, order it anyway. Okay, at least we get that, we will have enough. But I always order more than what you guys order for me, have some extras. But recently I've just been blowing through them. I have hardly any, by the time they get here, I have hardly anything left. And so so please do, please, if you're thinking about something, a custom run that you want, um I'm sorry, if you're thinking about an Atlas pre-order that you want, I'm busy moving my mouse and talking at the same time. Then let's get it pre-ordered and get it on the list so I don't forget it. Okay, I make sure I get enough of them. There's 73 you guys on here tonight. Thank you very much. The So we'll be running trains at the layout on Black Friday as well as Saturday after Thanksgiving. So if you're thinking about visiting, that'd be good. And then we're working on having some extended running hours over the Christmas holiday, because you got a lot of kids are out of school at that time, and I think that'd be a good idea. So anyway, I'm working on that. I don't have that ready to announce yet. Obviously, Mike Wolf will be here this Saturday. No, not tomorrow. Week from Saturday, 23rd, at the layout, 10 to 3, and that'll be really fun. So I haven't seen him for a while, so we're looking forward to that. So yep. Thanks, Phil. Yeah, we'll get that. I'll get that custom run. I started building it on the trip here, and I haven't finished it. But I bet in the next week. Here's his note. Thank you. In the next week, I'll have that. See if I can put that on the website, and I'll announce it. And that way, when you guys have ideas for custom runs, that way I don't forget them. I write them on my pad or whatever. But just to kind of give you an idea of how I do things, which I'm trying to computerize. But this is a binder that I keep. And every time somebody announces something, or we get an on the water report from Lionel or whatever, I cut it out and tape it in my binder. And then it's how I keep track of, like, these are right here are the Lionel Berkshires that shipped this week. They're on their way, and it shows me how many got coming and how many pre-orders I've got, and I make sure I've got enough to cover everything. So I do a lot of my managing inventory and everything on paper, and I'm starting to fool around with systematizing that, which will make it easier for everybody that works with me to know what the heck I'm doing. So yeah, so we just we sorry, we just talked about that. So yeah, that's a really good idea. So I wrote it down on my pad just a minute ago. So I'm going to look into that and see what we can come up with. I think the next time that we can obviously do it with MTH. I think the next time Lionel announces that caboose, that wood-sided caboose that we're doing for Erie and Boston and Albany. You know what? I didn't think of this, but I mean, I have so many of those Boston and Albany's cabooses coming. I may just repaint them into Army. Um, that might be a good idea. As I've got 100 of those coming, and I've got maybe 60 orders. I mean, you probably don't want that caboose unless you've got the engine, the Berkshire we did in the green. Okay, and despite public comments about it, it is not fluorescent green. Okay, I mean, it is the right color of green. Nobody knows. We weren't alive then, right? There's no color pictures. And I based my design on an available HO version that was researched and done, I don't know, 20 years ago, 30 years ago. But anyway, I think at this point, I think we're all sold out. I think we may have I think we got 3 engines left of the Berkshire that aren't paid for. and I think we've got 2 on the waiting list, and then all 65 of those will be gone. So, um, and they're beautiful. Okay, but it's not fluorescent green. Thank you very much. All right, good idea. So Army locomotives, Army cabooses. I'm going to work on that. So what else is going on? So there's 89 of you guys on here right now. This is great. Um, the cruise is good. Yeah, this is, the thing we like about a cruise. I don't know if anybody else goes on them, but one thing we like about the cruise, we don't do any planning. We generally don't get off the boat, so it doesn't matter where we go, though we did today, as I mentioned. And there's plenty of food, and we both like the pool, and we like the sun, and we bring books, and I can stream movies on my iPad, and it just, it's really good that the two of us can just hang out a little bit and catch up, and so we really enjoy doing that. That's why we do it. So this, I think we talked about this morning. This is our 4th cruise together, so we've been doing it about once a year for a while now. So if you want to send, if you've got any pictures of what you think an Army caboose ought to look like, yeah, send them in. Or you can wait till I get my new custom run suggestion database up, and then you would go to my website. There'll be a link there for custom runs. You can click that link, and it'll open up a form, and then you can fill it out with kind of your ideas, and then you can even attach photographs or PDFs, something like that. That we can then look at and have available to us, right? Which is very helpful when I go to propose a custom run to the manufacturers. I like having all that. Yeah. So Tony, the Lionel cataloged Berkshires are on their way now. They shipped from Lionel this week, so we'll have them next week. So they'll all be here. What else? Let me just make sure I didn't miss anything. Decompress. That's right. We're doing pretty good. It's good to see you guys. I haven't, well, not all of you. I mean, like Lee Seiden's on here, and pretty much everybody. But I've kind of been away from much customer involvement on the trip. Sam and Katie have been pretty much handling it all. And Sam, I talked to her briefly this morning, and they are just absolutely slammed with phone calls because of all the new product that came in, and slammed with voicemails. And I don't know, I mean, I'm not complaining, but I get 200 emails a day, roughly, and it's a lot. And then and when she and I are on the phones together, Sam and I, it's constant. We're constantly, both of us are on the phone, constantly talking to people. So it's crazy. But and I need another. We lost. We had a really good warehouse person, and that didn't really work out. And so we're now looking for another warehouse person. We need a few more hands and legs. So okay. So let's see. 628. Anything else? Any questions I could answer? We like Royal Caribbean, Will. That's who we sail with mostly. I'm not young enough. Those other cruise lines, what I'm talking about, they're more party oriented, and I'm more sleep oriented. Um, I do. John's asking about the AC6000s. I don't know when they're coming. The artwork's all done. It's all been approved, so I would think they're in production by now. So that would put them into January. But those are all in. That's all in. I have not done the artwork with Lionel yet on the custom Hudsons. I did get the artwork done with MTH on their 484s. Right, we're going to do a Union Pacific 49er scheme, and we're doing one without any lettering at all in the coal. And we've already had one person ask for Missouri Pacific, and those will go to Harry, and Harry can letter and decal those. I think I'm going to try to do an Erie for brother Ben at the New Jersey High Railers, and then maybe Dr. Jack will want one in Milwaukee. Who knows? So White Star lines, yep, definitely. That's the best. Yeah. So hello, Bob. Yep. Anything else up here? Let's see. We've had had 64 comments tonight and 33 plus thumbs up. I didn't get any thumb down this time. That's really good. I mean, I got that last time. I was like, what the heck? If you don't like me, don't sign on to the call. So, will the MTH PS3, let's see what Zach's asking here. Will the MTH PS3 engines cruise slow like Lionel? They're one of the things I really, it's hard to do it in conventional. Yeah. But one of the things I really, really like about DCS is speed control. The speed control is just excellent. And you can run things at 1 scale mile an hour, 2 scale miles an hour. It's really amazing. And they stay in sync, which I really like because we'll run several trains on the same track at the same time. And with DCS, we can set the speed and they pretty much stay right there. So yeah, I think if you're not, once we get you on the new DCS, you're gonna really like it a lot. We've been Liz and I have been to the Springfield show. So I don't know. We'll have to noodle on that. Bob's asking, will Lionel ever offer a Q2? Boy, I sure would. I'd like that too. Well, obviously, MTH still owns their Q2 tooling, unless they've sold it to Lionel and didn't tell me. It would be a terrific product. Now, not to be a booger, but I'm still arguing for an Allegheny, in Vision Line, and maybe we'll see that, in 25. I almost mention it to him every time I talk to him. But the Q2, I mean, I've got one of the older MTH Q2s with the cable in the back, and it's a great runner. And I haven't run it for a while. I think I'll get that out and lube that up and put that on the track this week. But it's a great engine, beautiful engine. Yeah, very, very cool. All right. So, well, I think I'm overstayed my welcome. My better half, actually in her case, better 1/4, hasn't poked me in the arm yet to say, come on, let's go to dinner. But our table's ready, so we're gonna mosey down there. So, hey, thank you guys for joining us. I really appreciate it. I'll get the music going and get a few dance moves in, and I'll be back in action at the layout next week. All right. And by the way, I just thought I mentioned, if you don't get my email newsletters, you need to go to the website and sign up for the email newsletter, because we put sales out and special pricing and special deals out. The only way we advertise is via the email. I don't advertise it anywhere else. So if you're not on my email list, you're going to miss out. So let's try doing that. So that would be good. Yep, Q2 T1. Yeah, I brought that up several times too. And Allegheny. Yep, those would be great. All right. Well, thank you, Randolph. Thank you, everybody. We will enjoy the rest of our trip. We appreciate you being here, everybody. And I'll see you next week, okay?